Yeah, Kushal, thank you. Kushal is ready. And we also have Hemalata ma'am on queue. Good
Hello,
afternoon,
Shailaja ma'am.
Yeah, hello ma'am. How are you?
Doing great, ma'am. Like, nice to see you again on board.
Yes, sure. The same feeling from my side.
Kushal sir, nice to meet you. I'm Kavya this side.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Session 1 is ready. Session 2 also got ready. And we are waiting for session 3 to join us. We have Shailaja ma'am, Hemalata ma'am, and Kushal sir. All the 3 examiners are ready.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Haribabu, sir.
Good afternoon, Hemalata ma'am.
Hari sir, can you hear me? From slot
Yes,
slot 2 session 1.
We hear you, ma'am.
Sir, I'm unable to open my camera. It shows like you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, sorry. Then
Can you please allow us?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If there is a problem, go ahead using your hand device, ma'am.
Or else, Mahamad,
Yes, ma'am.
in the morning also the same issue happened with the desktop over there, and I requested Anisha ma'am to use laptop. That is the reason.
Oh, sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Dear examiners, we'll anticipate other 2 to 3 minutes to have the session 3 join here. Kindly be patient.
Sir, if you allow me, I'll be just getting into slot 2 session 1, and I'll be back.
Sure, sir. Thanks to have session 3 is also ready. What happened all of a sudden? All cameras are mute. Okay, you're setting things ready. Thanks to have your patience, Dr. G. Sailaja ma'am and Dr. Hemalata ma'am and Mr. Kushal Agasti, who have shown interest to join us as examiners and joined on time. This is quite interesting to have a session on language communication skills importance. We, Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, having its own autonomy to start courses for skill development. As part of skill development on language communication skills lab, we call it ELCS lab. We have different courseworks. There is a journey that begins for all undergraduate students from engineering in this house. Starts in the beginning, that is at 1-1, ends somewhere at 3-1. Put together 4 times they can undertake this ELCS lab training. And then this is the last and a penultimate step for their job readiness. After their undergraduation, they can face a job interview. In order to make them ready for these job skills, we organize 12 weeks of training and then 4 weeks of assessment in the name of these courses, which fall under skill development bucket of the model curriculum that is suggested by highest apex body of technical education, AICTE. Thanks to have the team of English, which works with a wise mission and always tries to sit in the laboratory, giving a front seat for the development of students' communication skills. As part of this coursework, Lendi got its autonomy, and ELCS lab also takes its liberty in making all the students ready for the realities. And when you see the sudden new normal that has made everywhere everything virtual, we don't want to keep our student friends away from this new normal of virtual presence. We started having the external examination in a novel way, sitting inside and making someone who is not known to us to act as an external examiner. So in that way, we had Dr. Hemalata ma'am until yesterday. Nobody knows Hemalata ma'am from our end, especially students. Why this typical difficulty? It is all just because we wanted to give a scope for the student friends to understand that this is what the normal or normalcy at their real-time job interview. When they wanted to make a very good in HR interview, a HR is not known to them. All of a sudden, they have to sit before a HR. And most of them are funky before them, if at all anything goes wrong. So before losing that kind of a battle, why can't we lose it here? It is not my meaning to lose. It is to win. We have taken up this new approach, and it has started giving a very good result. So we started having this kind of a methodology. Thanks to have a lot of patients from all sides, particularly from student side and from my team, which is putting a lot of effort. And there are a lot of people who are really supplying their support behind the curtain, like how Dr. G. Sailaja ma'am is not new to this platform. For the past 2 times, she has been with us from Vignan University. Similarly, Dr. Hemalata from Nanaya University, she is also with us since yesterday. And we have Kushal. He is a senior IT engineer, and he is an alumni of Lendi who is acting as an examiner today. So if everything is ready, we'll be talking about this exam in detail. If session 1 also, okay, session 1 is already there. 1, 2, 3 are already there. And I would like to take you forward about the coursework and then what this examination at the end of the coursework. As I have already mentioned, 12 weeks of training that takes place, and after that we have the assessment that begins. As part of the assessment, 4 weeks of time we can invest assessment in terms of peers. All the peers will assess each other. That has already been done. And then supervisor evaluates. And then at the end, the external examiner evaluates. We are at this end now. Roughly another 2 hours of time we are sitting here, and we make our examination in 3 parts. The first part is about first half an hour, we're sitting together and understanding each other, introducing each other, and then making an attempt of setting all the context well to have the right infrastructure facility, voice check, and then video check, all that we can do. And also we introduce each other. So I request all of you to switch on your cameras. Mine is here and there shaky, so I may put it off with your permission. Provided I request all of you to put your cameras on and then start introducing each other. Shall we start with session 1?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, Anisha ma'am, I think you're using mobile laptop.
Yes, sir.
Do one thing, put laptop in mute. On the laptop keypad, you have mute button. Put that in mute. Because in the hall that you are working, did you mute the laptop? Use laptop for video and desktop for audio. Can you try? Okay, meanwhile, the session 1 gets ready. We'll take the lead from session 2. Kavya ma'am, I think you're ready.
Yes, sir, we are ready from this side. And thank you for the opportunity, sir. So hello, everyone.
Can you set your voice well, ma'am? Not a problem. We'll wait for your voice to get checked. Say this. Go ahead.
So sorry for my disturbing voice. Now, hello everyone, Shailaja ma'am, Kushal Agasti sir, and Dr. Hemlata ma'am. Like, it is a pleasure having you on the board, like to assist our students. And yes, this is a higher order course, like as Harisa was mentioning, and especially all the students and we faculty members would like to thank Hari sir for providing this kind of platform for the students to understand how a mock interview takes place and what are the flaws that when you do it. And this is a kind of experience where they can learn by doing it. So as a motto of the lab is that learning by doing. So this is one of the practices again. And me being the part of this interview as an internet examiner is again a blessing for me, I feel so, because I have a lot of things in my backpack. Like I have packed many good things in these 2 years. So coming to me, I am Kavya, working as an assistant professor of English since 2 years in this institution. Like I have learned many good things only those through these kind of practices. If as a teacher, if I am learning these many things, definitely the students would have packed more things than me. So that is the reason I always believe that the motto like learning by doing, I do love to say that, and that is practically seen here. And for that, I should definitely throw my appreciations on it. And And now it's the students' turn to share their experiences because they would love to do it actually. Because they have learned many good things throughout this first semester, first year, first semester to third year, first semester. And they have many things to go ahead. Before they encountering or experiencing this interview, they want to share their experiences about their journey. So let me allow my buddies to talk to you regarding their experience.
Well, good afternoon, Harishra, and good afternoon, Sailaja ma'am, and Kushal sir, and Hemlata ma'am. Here, this is Anurag. As a part of the Sarastic labs and not on the English lab, this course has helped us all for getting a clear-cut idea on how the world works outside, for how to acquire the jobs. So, job seekers for English. Not only this, and before semester, we have a course like employability skills. See, these courses which was introduced by our lovable Harisher is excellence, is the appreciation thing which we have to much appreciated because in the world outside we face many problems without a practice. So practice makes man perfect. This courses is much helpful for us, and not only that, I personally want to share my experience in this lab. Well, we have an acoustic lab and we have an communication lab, which where interaction will happen there. And this lab helps us in all finding out the flaws of us and rectifying it and to do much better. So this is a wonderful experience which each and every student should have and should experience and should develop their skills. So hereby my fellow mate Rani will continue.
Good afternoon, everyone who are presented here. And this is Rani. Coming to my experience, I'm very much happy to share my experience in the English lab because in the first year, I have a lot of fear to overcome my stage fear and my stresses. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, but enter into this lab, I have overcome all those things, and I am very much happy that encouragement by my teachers, how much they care ours, and they give us that encouragement too. And by this lab, I improved my communication skills and learning skills too. Learning by doing is maybe it will useful for my lifetime, because if I am not learned by here, and I cannot learn in my future also. So I have to thankful my Harish sir and English team too. This is my experience. Thank you.
So thank you, sir. And that's it from slot 2 session 2. And their journey, they have explained it in a beautiful sentences. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's great to have session 2 where Anurag and Rani, both of them, presented on behalf of the whole session 2 students. We really love to hear from you when you are mentioning that there is a lot of pattern change and that there is a lot of development occurred. We really appreciate you also have put in. It is not we as heroically made some deeds. It is just because you have undertaken, you have taken that as a pleasure. So it is possible just because the way that you have taken things into your consideration. That's great to hear from you. And now we'll get into session 3 because Joshna ma'am is looking at us eagerly. Thank you, ma'am. It is for from your room. We wanted to listen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Absolutely. It is so clear.
Oh, good noon to everyone that's present on this digital platform today. Welcome back, Hemlata ma'am and Sailaja ma'am. Good to see you both on screen, and welcome, Kushal sir. I really hope that you give these students an experience of how a real-time interview really happens and how their skills should be used, when they are actually going through the real-time interview and into the real world. So apart from me speaking about the lab and the skills that they have learned, it would be nice if these 2 students who are eagerly waiting to share their experience talk about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to take the opportunity of introducing myself to you. I am with Chetan Lari, here to represent whole session 3 from 3rd EEB from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. Firstly, I would like to thank Team English for making me such fearless to talk in front of camera. During my first semester, me and my fellow mates are very timid about how to face camera and how to talk in front of everyone. But now I think I'm good enough to speak in front of camera, like as now. But during my first semester, I thought that I can escape from these English lab sessions and everything. But after that, like in school days and college days, I thought I can give up English classes or sessions just by escaping. But throughout this journey, I came to know that we are going to just improve ourselves and we are going to develop our communication skills. At first, I'm not good at talking in English during my first semester, and that too in front of everyone. I'm not at all. I'm really very bad. But after this whole journey, now I'm here representing you. This whole session 3 talking in English. I'm very good at facing an interview. I came to know this from this English Communication Skills Lab. This helped me a lot. Coming to my group discussions, quizzes, and vocabulary. And I think we all are ready to face an interview with this knowledge we have right now. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Annabhinav from EEB from Lendi Institute of Technology. Today, I'm here in front of you to talk about my experience about the English lab. I think English lab gave me a great opportunity to have you all here in this section, and I feel great to be here and represent myself in front of all of you. I think that English lab gave me a lot more confidence to address myself in front of higher authorities, and now I think that I am capable emaugh to go through an interview and crack the interview. So I think that English lab gave me a great opportunity, and even I did all my GDs and email writing, etc., which will help me further in the job interviews, and not only in the job interview, and also after the job gaining, I would be able to crack many more things and be a successful person due to the English lab. So I thank my English lab and English team itself for giving me a great opportunity. Thank you.
So I honestly have to say I heartfully feel very satisfied and happy to see the EEE speaking confidently after the journey in the English lab. So thank you so much. And this is it, Hari sir, from our side.
That's great. That's great to hear Abhinav speaking, and also Abhinav's partner. What's her name? I always forget.
Lahari sir.
Lahari, yeah, Lahari. Lahari, Abhinav were putting very good appreciative words. I don't know why Abhinav looks little sticky. I don't know why. Put a smile, and this is a person interview. Maybe camera did not trouble you, no? Like me, like my camera, which is troubling me. Now and then it is shaking. Still, I won't get shook. So it's important that you are supposed to be very friendly with all your expressions. Try to put your voice, and then you need to match all of those, because this is just a mock interview kind of a thing. For the reality, we are mocking it now. Of course, we may have hiccups. Even in reality also, we can get a lot of hiccups where you get ready for your reality and where you get ready with your confidence. That really matters a lot. So thank you so much, Abhinav and Lahari, of course, from Joshna's session, Kavya's session, Rani and others. You did all the best. And is session 1 ready? I think they are struggling.
We are ready, sir.
Oh, great. You're okay now with your audio and video check?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are pretty much audible. Wonderful. Anisha, come on.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anisha. I'm working as an assistant professor at Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. First of all, thank you to all of the external examiners for being here to evaluate our students. And as my colleagues have mentioned, this course, employability skills or English for job seekers, we have designed it with a lot of thought. And in fact, there is this wonderful activity that we have done called case study, where our students have interviewed their seniors or alumni to know about their interview experience, which is kind of related to the mock interview session that we are using right now. So they have, in fact, understood and taken a few points on developing a few interview strategies and how to give
thoughtful responses during interviews. And I hope all of my students today will put that into practice. And I thank Hari sir for giving this wonderful opportunity to involve the students in this mock interview session to boost their confidence level. And this is a learning curve for all of us, for all of the external examiners, me, and as well as the students. And now I have Anil to speak about the scores and his experience in ELCS lab.
A very good afternoon to external examiners and Team English and my dear friends. I'm Anil Kumar. Before telling my experience in this lab, I should speak about Team English and English lab. First of all, Team English, Hari sir and the whole entire Team English is very supportive for all of us, and they are always they motivate us to speak and to speak without any fear or anything. And when to speak about this lab, the lab itself motivates us. The codes that we are seeing in these labs, everything that inspires us when we come into lab, to be very disciplined and to talk English and to groom well everything. This lab itself taught to us. And now when it comes to my experience, really I'm having a wonderful experience. I feel very lucky to join in Lendi Institute, especially for gaining this experience of English lab. So when I was in first year, first semester, after coming to this lab for the first time, I thought it's like I take it in jovial way. After I came to know about the lab, how I'm getting on different experience. And in the this semester also, we have done case studies and group discussions, and all these things not only helping us in this lab, and we also went for some competitions, and in the competitions also these group discussions and all these experiences has given us a lot of lessons. And also we can say that we are 100 not 1000% ready to go to an interview before HR. And apart from that, after case study, we also done a celebrity interviews and whatnot. We have also developed a grammar and vocabulary with the quizzes conducted by ELCS lab. And one more thing I would definitely say about ELCS lab is whatever the things we are doing in the lab itself, we have an opportunity to see them again after going to home. That is nothing but ELCS lab YouTube channel. So every activity that we are doing in this lab is being recorded and is also posted in the YouTube channel. And we go to home and check, yeah, this is how I have performed today in lab. So we can learn the things. Next time I should not do this thing, or like this year, okay, like this we have to do. So this is really great experience in English lab. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. I hope all of us will have a wonderful session and a wonderful time. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
That's great hearing from both Anisha ma'am and we have the session one. Anisha ma'am and Anil. Yeah, you did all the best, and you're also talking about overall experience in language lab, and we wish the same to happen. We also wish to have the absolute satisfaction for you at the end. Keep practicing this because communication is very dangerous. It's like a saw. When it doesn't put it into use, it always wants a sharpening of it. So don't lose track of communicating with others, whatever mistakes that we do, because we are using foreign language. We don't want to be foreign in nature. But of course, we are using foreign language and then communicating in English language. Always we cannot really go ahead with their nativity. But it is an expectation. If at all you have that nativity, all good. If not, we are not supposed to lose the track of it. So I request you all to continue the same. And thanks for all the students' patience levels, putting yourself very straight, erect before the camera. And then I saw Anurag and this guy Abhinav, both of them are really putting themselves very stiff. Try not to have that swift body posture, but we'll go ahead as smooth as we are. And the first half an hour is meant for the courses, this examinations, introductory sessions. We have good time in introducing each other. We have a couple of senior teachers along with one alumni. All the three are equally talented in supporting us and then making us understand what is there behind this personal interview. We have Dr. G. Sailaja, one good old friend, and then she has put in a lot of effort in supporting ELCS Labs English team's views. She's from Vignan Foundation for Research, Science and Technology University. Madam, we request you to introduce yourself. Madam, by chance you are on mute.
Yeah, good afternoon, Hari sir. English fraternity, external examiners, and dear students. Hi, all of you. And happy to see Kavya ma'am, Josna ma'am, and the new faculty from your end, I think, right? And I'm Dr. Shailaja, working as Associate Professor at Vignan's Nirula Institute of Technology and Science at Guntur. I have 20 years of hands-on experience in the teaching field. I'm a PhD holder, BEd graduate, and holding Cambridge Center certification. I'm a passionate teacher. Why I called a passionate teacher? Because now I would like to interact with students. And I trained good number of students in imparting language skills. I played multiple roles at my institute level as Cambridge pet trainer, taking personality development classes, preparing students for anchoring, and I'm a soft skills trainer and universal human values educator and qualified pet speaking examiner. This is the third time with the Lendi Institute of Technology. And I don't know, this is not a duty or responsibility. It's all nice to interact with the faculty, and also I want to interact with new students. 100% this is damn correct, because I share these experiences with my students also. And new students are really, every time you're using loving Hari sir and all that. And we too love your English fraternity. That's why we are here today. And all the very best. Thank you, Hari sir, for the opportunity.
There is one thing in common, especially Lendi and Vignan Nirula, because we both are affiliated to each other and also to Cambridge. In fact, Cambridge offers a lot of certification programs. Vignan, with its greatest amount of candidates, and then greatest number of candidates, greatest amount of interest, they can take it forward in a huge manner. But of course, ours is a very little institute. We also can go compete with you. And that common point has brought Shailaja ma'am together with us. In fact, Shailaja ma'am has not only mentioned that she is a senior teacher and then years of experience. The best part in her is she comes down one step and then comes into the shoes of all others. And then she puts a kind of a respect towards others' opinions and others' activities. That is so interesting to listen from her. And I hope these young graduates will benefit out of our interaction in this PI. Personal interview is something like understanding how our personality is and what that we are negotiating with others and how are we going forward. So with this, I'll ask Hemalata ma'am, another senior teacher from Nannaya University. And ma'am was there with us yesterday also. She is a trainer and teacher, and of course, a good resource for communication skills. And she is basically the part of British Council, and she is a marker for IELTS exam also. So I request Hemalata ma'am to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, one and all. Good afternoon, Hari sir, and all the English team of Lendi Institute of Technology. This is Dr. Hemalata, working as Assistant Professor of English. Good afternoon to all the students. Thank you, and I congratulate all the team of English of Lendi institutions for inviting me as an examiner for the second time. And I believe this opportunity is a great opportunity in my career, because of course I worked with the Aditya Educational Institutions, Surampalam, for more than 10 years. And I know English, how English is treated, or English teachers are treated by engineering students especially. So with that knowledge, I believe that all the English team at Lendi institutions have given great efforts to mold, to encourage, and to inspire students to know something about English and to prepare them for the real-time interviews. Really, this is a wonderful opportunity to me to take part in this platform. And really, I am very thankful to all the team of Lendi institutions. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, ma'am. Sailaja, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
We are so pleased to have Hemalata ma'am. She's always sweet and soft, but she is wise in giving all the remarks. We heard yesterday in the same session. She kept on giving a lot of commentary, and then she has given her experience and the way that she started questioning, and that is very relevant towards the personal interview. When personal interview that we can mock, always there are a lot of good things that come in. Our body posture, our ruddiness, our heart, hand, and mind's synchronization. We sit before computer, of course, technology error, no problem. That can be sorted out, fix it. But the human error, one can't really handle that well. But Hemalata ma'am has handled yesterday very well. She has been promoting, supporting, and allowing each individual to make a mistake. And from the mistake, she started talking about, and she's very kind and soft. So generally, language teachers having had that humanitarian touch, but we have more. Thanks to have Hemalata ma'am with us on Lendi's platform. And we the team English always prefers putting that effort in driving these young dynamites to get into the real world well. And I see the same spirit to be continued today also. And the Triplies will definitely be benefited out of Madam's stage and Madam's experience. Can I have Kushal Agasti now? Before to introduce himself, Kushal is an alumni, and he is working for an IT industry for the past 5 years, and he has been putting wise efforts now there in the IT well in advance. He was with us in Department of English and English Language Laboratory. He has known hiccups of what exactly one misses it out and how one can shape himself or herself in the laboratory. So this is definitely a beautiful amalgamation. There are 2 senior teachers, 1 alumni, and then the team of teachers of English at Lendi. Altogether, I am there. Though you can put in a lot of appreciations, I may not really have that great quality of being appreciated, but you have loved me, so you appreciated. I accept that. So Kushal is now going to introduce himself.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, one and all. I am Kushal. I'm a native of Vijayanagaram, Andhra Pradesh. I'm a former student of Lendi. I have worked as a 3D animator for around 3 years, and now I'm working as a front-end developer, more precisely Angular developer in Web Technology Services Limited, Bangalore. I'm here all because of our English lab and Harisa itself. They helped me increase my skills, and basically I'm a shy kind of student. Because of English lab and Harisa and my professor Rosa ma'am, I gained confidence in myself, and able to reduce my shy and speak in front of you all. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
To give introduction, he is shy, but to conduct a personal interview, he is awesome. Yesterday, I was listening to his work, and he has put in all his experience. Though it is quite little, half a decade, he has been giving away the direction towards the personal interview round is praiseworthy. Thanks, Kushal. You recalled Professor Roja too onto the floor. We love to have all this done very well. And we succeeded in utilizing the first half an hour in understanding each other. And we also have made a good attempt of making the whole context set. One side, external examiners understood what is happening. And then internally, you have known what is happening. And the support examiners are putting all good efforts. If at all any support examiner doesn't have lunch, you please ask them to have lunch in time, because there are 2 more days to finish this marathon journey of conducting external examinations for the benefit of you. Their health is also important. So kindly ask them to have lunch. Meanwhile, I'll also bring the other 2 halves of exam before you. The other half, the crux of the whole examination, we have got 1.5 hours time to interact with examiners, and you start negotiating with your skills. How good are you for selling yourself? If I'm rude, it is not actually a rude jargon. It is a jargon term to sell yourself, how bright that you are, how effective that you are. You are supposed to put all your qualities before examiners. On the other hand, examiners in turn help you to tell what best that you are and what to be best that you are. They can always give you a lot of advice. This is for 1.5 hours time it takes place. In the last 15 minutes, I request, now the time shows 1:48 on my computer. And then you have enough time until 3 o'clock if the examiners conduct the personal interview round, and 3 to 3:30 like that. If you reserve your time to give overall comments, I'll be very happy. And I'm the first man to be lucky also to see my kids get benefit out of your interaction. So this is what the whole examination all about. And now the rooms can be broken up, and then we open the rooms. But anyway, session 1, if you can stay back here and then continue the exam here itself, you need not worry for your recording because your computer is not actually working well. What do you say, Madam Anisha?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, then I can delete session 1 room, and we go ahead with only couple of rooms, session 2 and session 3 I open. And whom do I assign to session 3, Doshna?
Kushal, sir.
Kushal, sir, okay. I'm going to assign Kushal to session 3. And Joshna, I think you can go in, right? And now, who is into session 2?
Hemalata ma'am, sir.
Oh, Hemalata ma'am. I'm assigning Hemalata ma'am to session 2. Ma'am is coming shortly.
We are joining there, sir.
Enjoy. And then session 1, we stay here itself. We'll work out directly.
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Anisha, ma'am, good afternoon.
Ma'am, just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Yeah, very good afternoon. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon. Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Shalaja, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are pretty audible. What about our voice? Is it reaching you?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon. Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, very good afternoon. You may go ahead with your introduction, I suppose.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not unable to hear your voice clearly.
Okay. Now, Revati, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You may start with your self-introduction.
Okay, ma'am. A very good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Ravati from EEB, studying in Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, pursuing BTech in third EEB. I'm very, coming to my technical skills, I'm learning C language and basics in Python. Coming to my soft skills, I'm very good at communication skills and problem solving skills. I'm very interested in learning new things, ma'am, and help to others.
Okay. So that's it?
Ma'am?
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you elaborate the projects and all? Hello?
Ma'am, Nana, you should speak with louder because my voice is not reaching.
My voice is not reaching, ma'am. Hello? Hello, ma'am. Am I not audible? Hello? Anisha, ma'am? Hello? Anisha, ma'am?
Ma'am, are we audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. What about my audio, ma'am?
Your audio is pretty clear, ma'am.
Okay, then. Shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Could you please display the resume of Revati?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Revati. Meanwhile, you told that you're good at problem solving, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Problem solving, could you elaborate that? Could you elaborate that? Could you explain problem solving? What do you mean by that? Or
in language, ma'am, in C language.
Okay, you mean to say that you're good at coding, right?
Yeah, in C language.